Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Animeniacs. Me and Cody at it again.
Woohoo!
And with more Nichijou.
Yay!
And I actually didn't realize this until we started watching it, but this is actually the second season we're getting into.
Yeah.
So, first season is 13 episodes, and then after that it's the second season, and then you're done. It only ran 2 seasons.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So, I think 26 episodes in total.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll finish off the first season.
Yep.
And the big reveal there is that Nano's finally getting to go to school.
Woo!
Yeah. Something she's always wanted to do.
Yep. Very interesting episode.
Yeah. Waiting for your point of view on that one.
It was very interesting. I liked it.
Yeah. Kind of a nice way to end the season.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, you know that thing you want to do? You get to do it.
yeah. I'm finally going to let you do it, says the 8-year-old professor.
And she's like, can you take my key out?
No.
No.
That ain't happening.
Yeah.
I'm only so generous.
Yeah. I'll let you go to school, but I ain't doing that. Nope. Mm-mm.
But I like that because the intro for season 1 kind of dictates that Nano and Yuko will probably meet somewhere in this series.
Yeah.
And now we're finally going to see that.
Yeah.
Because I do believe all of season 2 is all 4 of them now interacting.
That'll be very interesting to see.
Yes. Well, like I already know, I'll spoil a little bit, but we're going to get episodes where they're hanging out with the professor as well.
Oh, that'd be awesome, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, looking forward to those.
Yeah.
So, I do believe, if I'm correct, our goat friend is no more. He got cut from the season 2. But we replaced him with someone more interesting, is the word I'm going to use, but we meet the science teacher who now has an obsession to study Nano.
And goes about it in very
So,
unethical means?
Oh, the most unethical.
Yeah.
Our first time, I'm going to drug this student to see if she's a robot.
Yeah.
And accidentally drug myself in the process because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Second time, I'm going to tase them with a taser.
Instead...
Oh, whoops, I tased the wrong student. I'm just going to run away like a coward now.
That was just so funny. Run away!
Yeah. I thought she held it there for like a good minute.
Yeah.
It's like, you do realize you have the wrong student.
That's like...
Nope, sorry, I'm committed. Whoever just walks in the door has to fry. So, you're gonna love to hate her, is the thing, is what I usually say on this one.
Yeah, I hate her.
Yeah, I figured you would. Yeah.
Then again, I also hate that other teacher.
Oh, the one that has a crush on the student council, or student counselor.
I hate him so much.
He's kind of an odd one, and I don't think we see too much of him.
Okay, he's like a stalker.
He's kind of a creepy stalker, but it's supposed to be like that love crush, but I can't admit I have a love crush.
Yeah.
Because we're both professionals in the same building.
Yeah, professional!
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing professional about this.
Hey, we found the student unconscious! Shade his eyes in!
Yeah. He's like, he's probably just sleeping, but his eyes turned white. Shade them in!
It's like, no, don't do that! He's like, oh, that's her with her little brother.
We're good to go. So yeah, so the first episode we seen was the season finale, which more heartwarming and still kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then the next episode is actually Nano going to school.
Yeah, and like the season finale, Professor made her a uniform.
Yep.
So pretty nice.
Yeah.
Then her trying on the uniform and, throwing Sakamoto around.
Yep.
As they do.
Yeah. So this is the I'm overly excited and happy overreactions that you'll see.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the point I wanted to bring up is, so Season 2 is going to be a lot more animated than Season 1, in that there's going to be a lot of overreaction.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot more absurdities, we'll say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I noticed that it's kind of a night and day situation.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to be introduced to a few new characters and skits.
Have we met any new ones yet?
No.
Okay.
The only one I can think of is the actual Go soccer player.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Although we did meet the professor, the science teacher.
The new science teacher, yeah. And she will... I do believe she's in quite a few episodes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What?
It's kind of one of those fun... She's kind of the villain, but you watch her... Yeah, she's so incompetent at it.
It's like, what unethical crap are you going to do this time?
Yeah. They really play that... I'm the scientist and I have to study you, but I'm also very incompetent in my way of studying you.
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch how I fail all this.
Yeah.
It's like, I have this genius plan. How can it go wrong?
How did it go wrong?
Because your first opening is like, I'm going to study the student, and then she puts a drug in friggin' coffee. And then she's like, why did I drink it?
And just starts passing
and
out.
then passes out.
Then she sees, right, if she's a robot, it's not going to affect her. Like, come on, lady.
I wonder if that's what... I have to go back and watch that again, because the way I understood that gag is that she just poisoned herself and not the other coffee. She only poured it in one cup.
She didn't even... She poured it in the actual coffee dispenser.
Whoops. That's what I saw.
Yeah. So
yeah, she basically made poison coffee and drank it. Like,
yeah.
Wait.
It's like... I'm like... She's a robot. It's not going to affect her, you... You're an idiot.
Well, we kind of know some things about Nano. It's hard to tell what will and will affect her.
That's true.
Because the other skit that's interesting is the one where Yuko's trying to prove that she is a robot.
Yeah.
So they do this by, if she's a robot, she must have an internal calculator and must be really good at math. Let's give her this complex math problem, and if she solves it instantly, she's a robot. Nano's not great at math.
Yeah, pulled out this...
The abacus.
Yeah, the calculator.
It's like the bead calculator they used back in the... It's not a calculator at any capacity.
Yeah. And
then she starts doing it on paper because, the abacus isn't going to work for that problem.
Yeah. And, finally they're like, okay. No. Pulls the thermos out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to have oil.
Yeah. Nope, it's actual stew.
Yeah. And then our quiet girl gets involved.
Yeah, Mai gets involved. And she's like, here, I give you a present, it's oil. So, obviously, if you drink the oil right now, you're a robot. Nope, I'm going to put that in my bag for later. Okay, well, here's a wrench if you need to fix yourself right now.
Then you're a robot.
Yeah.
Puts it in the bag.
Oh, I always needed one of these. Puts it in the bag. It's like, to the average person, these are weird gifts, but sure, thanks. I'm just being polite.
Yeah. And then takes a sip of her stew. Or soup or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, did I lose a tooth? Spits it out, it's a nut. Like a bolt.
Starts looking around angry.
Yeah.
Then sees Quiet Girl filming.
Yeah. Like if she eats the nut, obviously she's a robot. And then Mio finally kicks in. It's like, you guys, maybe we should stop. We're kind of maybe offending her.
Or, freaking her the hell out.
Yeah. It's like, well, I just want to be her friend. Well, this isn't the way to do it. I don't know how this would be considered a friendship.
Yeah. And we come up with my favorite scene.
Yeah.
The fight.
Oh, yes, I wanted to talk about this. This was out of nowhere for a Season 1 opener.
Season 2?
Or Season 2 opener, yeah. Was Mio and Yuko having a fight because Yuko went to go get food and messed up yakisoba with yakisona, I believe is the fish name. So she brought back fried fish instead of noodles.
Yeah.
And that's how this whole fight begins. And it is a drawn out, I think it was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it felt like 10.
Because, holy keys.
Like, both of them were not having a good day that day or something. Like, holy crap.
Are you having issues?
Yeah. You're like, this could be the end of this friendship.
Like, just call her idiots, moron, worthless person.
Yeah.
Like,
all the insults, everything just comes out. Back and forth. Like, I'm calling out your bullshit, you're calling out mine.
And they took out a Mohawk guy.
Yeah, and accidentally takes out the Mohawk guy. The poor Mohawk guy is also the guy who got tased by the science teacher, so I felt bad for him this session of episodes.
Yeah. And then finally, at the end of it, it looks like they're about to throw punches.
And they
shake hands and hug, and I'm like, at the tail end of that fight, if you're a student in that class, you're going to be like,
what the hell just happened?
Did I black out?
Yeah.
Am I having a stroke?
What's going on?
Holy crap. It was hilarious, though.
So the last thing we need to point out is the change in the season opener and season closer.
Yeah.
So, I thought about it. I do like the second opener a little bit. More than the first opener, but it's very close.
Oh, yeah. It started growing on me.
It starts growing on you.
First episode, I hated it.
Yeah.
Second episode started growing on me. Third episode, I kind of like it.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get to the third episode of it. We only got 2 episodes into the season 2.
I was thinking of the season finale. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. The season finale, it changed twice.
Okay.
Yeah, if you didn't notice, it was a different song at the end. And I think it's a different song every ending.
Oh. That was the same one.
Nope.
Oh.
I am almost 90% confident on that it was the same one, because it sounded different to me the second episode.
Okay.
I was trying to pay close attention to it, because I was like, I need to actually analyze if I dislike this song or not. And I was like, well, this isn't the same song as the one I just heard, so I can't do that.
Oh, they changed the songs in the season 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
The ending closers are always going to be a different song, I believe.
That's interesting.
That is an interesting approach, if I'm right. But...
remains to be seen.
Remains to be seen. We'll come back. We'll table that one for now. But I do love season 1 closer. That had a lot of more calmness to it after the storm of skits that you get from the show.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice little relaxer. It's like, okay, we had fun. Time to call it a day. Go home.
But yeah. Like, I think
this one just felt too relaxing. Like, it was just a different shift. It's like going at 100 miles an hour right to 0 instead of just easing you down.
Oh, yeah. I like how they played up a scene in the season 1 finale.
Yeah.
The storm.
Oh, yes.
Is that a chimney?
That's their style chimney.
Chimneys don't do that.
Yeah. Theirs does, apparently, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Just blowing in the wind. It's not bolted down.
Yeah. Yeah, that storm scene was pretty good because you kind of feel bad for Hakase.
Yeah.
But then you're like, you kind of reap what you sow a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's storming, and obviously she's an 8-year-old girl that's scared because it's night and stormy. So she's like, I gotta cuddle with Nano. She'll keep me safe. Goes to go in behind her. Oh, right, that damn key is in the way. I can't hug her there.
Go to the other side.
Oh, wait, the cat's there. He wakes the cat up, drags the cat over to her bed, and then takes the cat's place.
And the cat's just like, the hell? And gets on top of Nano.
Yeah. And then tries to wake Nano because she has to use the bathroom.
And she's scared out of her mind.
Yeah. If you've never had an 8-year-old child in your life, they have very unique senses of
imagination. Yep. And, you know, finally Sakamoto's like, I'll take you to the bathroom.
This was great, yes.
Yeah.
You're small and weak. You're going to be no help at all.
Cut back to Sakamoto. White.
Yeah. Completely devastated.
It's like, you dead?
Yeah.
Yep,
might as well have killed him.
Yeah.
That's all his pride just taken away.
Yeah.
And then Nano half responding because she's half asleep.
Oh, yeah. And then eventually she wakes up.
And it's like, why didn't you wake me? I tried, but it wasn't working.
All the while, Sakamoto's just
yeah, Sakamoto's still devastated. The whole scene is Sakamoto devastated. And then they have the heartwarming talk as they go down the hall.
Yep. You could go to school.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't the confirmation. It was the, do you really want to go to school?
Yep.
It's like, well, yeah, actually, I kind of do.
And eventually, yeah, you can go to school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot.
So, for a skit anime, this is really good, and I think it's going to be more story-centered.
Nice.
Or it's going to be more a consecutive.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you didn't watch a previous episode, you may miss out on a few things on a new episode. Instead of just random skit over random skit.
Like the season 1 was.
Yeah, season 1 was just about skit, and learning more about the characters and how they interact.
Yeah.
Now this is going to be more story-focused.
Nice.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the other anime, Azumanga Daioh, it's more like that now.
Okay. I do have to bring one thing up.
Yep.
The printer.
Okay, yeah, that was a weird segue thing. So, ever so often we cut to this printer. I think this is in the season finale.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it's just printing this picture over and over. And we're like, why is this printer such a focus?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to know the symbolism behind that, but
we won't.
We will never get an answer.
Nope.
Alright, final thoughts before we wrap up.
I'm really enjoying it, like, a lot now.
Yeah. Like I said, I like the style of anime, so this became quickly one of my favorites. Where it's off the walls crazy, but it's also wholesome about it.
Oh, no. One thing we have to bring up.
Okay.
Nano's new little inventions.
Oh, yes. So the new features of Nano. I guess we have to go over these.
Yeah. Gatling turret.
Yeah. She has a gun arm in her right arm that shoots peas. Or some sort of pellet. Yeah. It's not lethal, but I bet it hurts.
Yeah.
And I think that's another one of those you reap what you sow, Professor.
Yeah. I mean, but at first I'm like, stop shooting the 8-year-old.
Then after a while, I was like, the 8-year-old kind of brings us on herself.
Yeah.
Because apparently she now has a cuckoo clock in her head that goes off at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and something in her left arm that I don't know what it is.
It's a Japanese dessert. It's a very delicious dessert. So that's why they were she was kind of happy about it.
Okay.
But she also has a toaster in her head, I believe.
Oh my god! Professor, why? And the funny bone.
Oh yeah, and the funny bone. add on.
Just launches her into space.
Yeah. And that's the end of the episode. She goes
Yeah.
into space.
Say hi to,
Other Sakamoto.
yeah.
Alright, so with that though, we'll call the episode here, and we'll continue on next week with this.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see what we see, because as I said, I have seen this a few times.
Yeah.
But as I also said, the skits are so all over the place that it's hard to pace which episode a certain skit is in.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm wondering what actually comes next.
Yeah.
Alright, have a good one, guys.
Peace out.